All right, good afternoon. Welcome back. Fox Motors Midget Minor 2010 season preseason kickoff at the TPH Grand Rapids Classic. Bunch of new faces on the team this year. Bunch of returning faces on the team this year. We'll work our way through it. Forgive me if I mess up a couple names here to start the season. Preseason for me too. Gonna have Mason Martin in net, Jack Langen, Parker Duraney, new addition from the state of hockey in Minnesota. One positional change this year, Cale Thornton at forward. He's at left wing with Braxton Penny at center and Jackson Granville, the new addition from Florida Alliance, at right wing. 17 skaters, 2 goalies, 11 forwards, 6 D. I'll shout them out as we get some new additions on the ice. Face off, one by count. Cale pokes it away. Puck loose on the red line. On the forecheck. Passed around Cale. Comp with it near side. Granville turns that away. Cale takes this in the zone. He's got Parker with him. Too far for Parker. Duraney in the corner. Duraney turns on this. Gets help from Penny. Penny around the net with it. Centers one. Cale scores! Cale Thornton with the first goal of the season. Don't have to wait half the year. Fox jumps ahead 1-0. Cale from Braxton. Lightfield out there. He is centering Easton Ball. Welcome him back from Marquette. And Kai Molyneux, forward from Anchorage, Alaska, who played with the LA Junior Kings last year. Dylan in on the forecheck. Comp rims this around. Coops steps. Coops is still playing with Jack Finch this year. Easton pokes that away. Kai and Easton in on the forecheck. This is going to be a high energy line here. A lot of goal scoring coming from this line. Puck turned away. Blue line. Dylan knocks this in. Kai in on the forecheck. Forces a regroup down low. Comp with it. Comp off the boards. Chip. Not out. Easton turns that away. Dylan picks this up on the blue line. Dylan walks it in. Dylan top of the circle. Goes down to the dot. Shoots. That's fought off. Comes right out to Kai. Kai down low. Drops to Easton. Easton cycles it in deep. Fox gets a change. Comp takes the puck. Comp rims this near side. Comp with it now in on Andrew. Andrew finds himself with Lenny still. You got Ryan Teuscher out there with Ryder Adams and Mason Hartz. Little admin note, Mason Hartz moved from 17 to 71 this year. Or rather, the other way around. Moved from 71 to 17 this year. Puck shift around. Ryan on the forecheck. Lenny steps, seals that away, gets help from Ryan. 3-on-2. Comp takes this, B side. Down the net, near side now. Through the middle, connects one-on-one. Nope, doesn't connect, rather. Icing's waved off. Mason touches the puck. Rims it around. Comp takes that, excuse me. Down low, Comp with it. Poked away by Krocho. Near side, Andrew accelerates out of the zone. Backhands one, hits the skate. Comp takes this at the blue line. Lenny thought about going for a change. Comes back in on a 3-on-1 now. Fanned on by Comp. Centering pass, connects. Mason with the save. Adams behind the net. Chips to Hartz. Bouncing puck. Penny out there for his second action. Bouncing puck in front of the Fox net. Move from Andrew to Lenny, and Lenny soft chip off the boards out of the zone. Penny in on the forecheck, forces a turnover. Nope, Day can't quite get there. So we got Day and Jake and Taya are your last forward pair to go, or rather, wing pair to go out. Travis Richards, head coach, Taylor Keyworth, assistant coach. They're rolling with 3 centers and 2 pairs, or 4 pairs of 2 wings, rather. That makes up your 11 forward. Hey, Dad, were you here at the beginning? Cale scored. Very first goal. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, he crashed the net. Braxton had it behind the net and centered one right to Cale's feet, and he just tapped it in. Of course, you missed that one. Poked away by Parker Duraney. Liam Day on the back check. Offsides count. Yeah. He started his line caused a turnover, and Braxton came in and scooped it up, circled around the net. Kale drove the net, just centers one. Goalie never saw it. Kale just, yeah, exactly. That's what I said. He's out there now in front of the Fox bench. So he's here at the red line. He's still 8. Yep. Yep. And now we have a 9 now as well. It's the kid from Florida is number 9. So he's the goalie on the bench. Yep. Yeah, he'll start tomorrow or later tonight. I mean, face off one by Fox. Kale pokes this away, and Fink steps into it. Fink rims this around near side. Granville gives chase. Rims around. Kale ties this up behind the net. Gets help from Dylan. Tuck back behind the net. Kale can't get there. Comp comes through the near side. Comp looks to escape. Turned over by Granville. Puck comes to Coops. Takes a big hit at center ice. Puck pops right to Fink, though. Sends us in deep. Goalie out to play it. Kale's going to get there first. Leaves it for Dylan. Dylan up the boards for Coops. Coops walks the blue line. Goes one down. Bouncing puck hits Granville in front of the net. Granville centers one. Nobody home. Puck thrown all the way down. Icing arm is up. And called.
Yeah, look, 50 people standing outside. I'm like, just hanging around on the front row.
Oh, because they probably haven't started yet. Yeah. And the game before us has been done for like 30 minutes. There was a running clock halfway through. So, yeah. Puck in the corner, Easton ball on it. Cycles for Kai. Kai with the stick lift behind the net, rims it around further. Henning steps. Puck turned down low to ball. He centers on. Bouncing puck comes right to Lenny. Lenny, oh, nope. His pass is blocked. Kicked ahead by Comp. Easton on the backside picks it up. Easton chips one to Ryan accidentally, but Ryan enters his own with it. Ryan walks in. Shot over the net. Puck comes out to Comp. Ball with a hit. Andrew knocks this down at center ice. Andrew turns with it. Tries to go through the middle. Knocked out the puck right to ball. He's got Toysher with him. Slides it to Ryan off his feet. Kicked by the goalie. Comp D without a stick. Kicks this along and out of his zone. Icing's waved off. Martin out to play it. Martin picks this up and gets it to Andrew. Andrew up to Kai. Kai down low with it. Around one. Kai around another. Kai 3-on-3 enters the zone with Penny and Adams. Knocked off his stick. Behind the net now, Penny. Centers one off the rider's stick. Right into the slot. Bouncing puck. Duraney steps. Chipping on him. Kai covers for Duraney. Kai sends him wide. Little check into the corner. Puck loose in the crease. Mason covers. Yeah, they could have. They're supposed to be better this year, yep. I mean, they were good last year, but they got a lot of the kids from Honeybake came there. So, and they got a new coach who's like a high school legend over on that side. So, it's always so tough this early in the season. You don't know what you have. No, they beat them every time last year, but it was always a couple goal game. The game tonight it's Honda, who they should beat every time, but they don't. Honda beats them. Like it's strange. Puck behind the net. Adams on it. Caught up on the back of the net. Turned away by Kyle. Langen steps. That is thrown around him. Not going to be enough for icing. Duraney races over. Duraney picks this up at the goal line. Mason tells him to wheel. Comes near side. Chips one through the middle to Langen. Langen around one. Langen at the faceoff dot. Bats it to Adams. Adams walks in. Sends one in deep for Hartz. Hartz gets chase. Gets there. Dylan picks it up. Dylan goes down. Comp with it. They regroup behind the net. And Taya on it. Cycled around to Dylan. Fink steps. Day replaces him. Fink rims it around near side now. And Taya gets chase. Comp gets there first. And Taya ties it up though. Down low. Day gets chase. Reverse behind him. Comp near side. Coop steps. Breaks that up. Bounces to Dylan at center ice. Dylan delays. New rule this year. It's NHL offsides essentially. So in that situation with Antaya still coming out of the zone, Dylan could have rifled it back in as long as he doesn't carry it in over the blue line. And this year you'll also see that the puck can be iced on a PK. Fucking rip through the middle. Near side now. Comp. Oh, Lenny with a hit. Frees that up. Lenny puts a shoulder right into his chest. Comp with it. Lenny on the forecheck. Lenny ties him up. Ryan steps in. Can't quite get that. Through the middle. Andrew sends him wide. Puck in deep. Mason on it. Mason rims one for Ryan. Ryan through the middle. Flips one high. Granville gets chase. Not going to get there. Chip through the middle. Ryan's going to step right into this stuff. Ryan around one. Ryan around two. Taking off his stick. Ryan still with it. Puck down low. Kale picks this up. Kale chips around. Has it taken away though. Ties it up. Centers one. Nobody home except for Comp. Granville wasn't quite there. Kale bats it around. Gets help from Ryan. Ryan ties this up. Ryan behind the net. Gets help from Kale. Kale centers one. Didn't take a look. Turned over. Comp with it. Comp near side. Through the middle. Shot. Deflected up into the netting. Out of play. Yeah, oh yeah. They're always chippy with this team. Rainey wins this draw. Through the legs, picked off. He's looking for Easton. Rainey over, ties him up. Rainey rims it around for Kai. Kai takes a look off the boards. Doesn't get a fortunate bounce. Comes to Comp. Comp with it now. Kai intercepts this around one. He's got Penny at the blue line with him. Kai in. Takes a look over to Braxton. Shot goes wide. One time a look. Kai picks it up behind that. Bouncing puck. Kai takes a look. Down low the ball. Ball back to Kai. Kai with a nice pick by Ball. Turned over. Chips through the middle by Comp. Comp exits with it now. Langen gets around Langen. Durrani over. Breaks that up in the middle. Penny down low. Turned over to Comp. Comp rips one far side. Skips off his stick below the goal line. Langen closes the distance. Side of the net. Pops right up to Kai. Kai flips this softly out of his zone. No icing. Fox will get 5 fresh on the ice. Hart swipes at it, turns him over in the middle. He's got Dylan with him. Dylan picks this up, chips around. Puck down in the corner. Dylan with a hit. Frees that up to Hart. Hart's back to Dill. Got Adams in the middle, can't find him. Dylan takes a look. Around the contact, leaves it for Hartz. Hartz overskates it. One hands one in front. Comp takes it away. Knocked down by Adams. Dylan up top to Coops. Coops takes a look. Think calling for it. Chip. Sentinel no tipped out of the zone by Comp. .7:29 left, first period. Fox ahead 1-0 on the strength of a Cale Thornton goal. Comp wins his draw, chips out of the zone, thinking one-on-one. Picks this up in front of Mason. The talk by Mason, Fink knows right where to go with it. Dylan over to Coops. Coops stretches out, catches this, chips it in, not deep. Ryder with a stick lift, takes that away. Adams on the goal line, centers. No, he doesn't. He takes a low-angle shot. Puck is saved. Hartz through the contact. Ties this puck up. Adams in on it now with a hit. Comp with it behind the net. Puck at the blue line, chipped ahead by Coops. Knocked around him. Puck here at the red line, tied up by Dylan. Puck moves back to the Comp D now. D to D. Through the middle, connects. Gets behind Coops. Sent in deep. Good recovery by Costa. Mason out to play it. Kicks into the corner. Fink skates into this. Turns out with it. Gives it to Coops. Coops takes a look. Through the middle, who connects with Dylan. Dylan through the middle for Antea. Antea splits the D. Jake Antea, at the last second, knocks off his stick. Day with it in the corner. Kicked away. Comp with it. Comp, nice pass through the middle. Diving attempt to move it along. Lenny breaks that up, forces it down low on Mason. Mason punches it over to Andrew. Andrew behind the net. Andrew takes a look. Comes out near side. Takes it right back behind the net. Andrew over to Ryan. Comp with a very aggressive forecheck. All 5 players down below the blue line there. Lenny chips ahead. Andrew can't get that deep. Turned over in the middle. Lenny gets there first. Lenny down low now. Goal line, rims it for Andrew. Andrew doesn't get a stick on this. Comp with it. Fans on it. And Taya with it. And Taya's got Ryan up ahead. And Taya gets the red line. Long shift for him and Liam. He gets it deep. Ryan gets chase. Ryan cuts this off. Centers one. Nobody home. Chipped ahead. Pass to Rainey. Granville covers for Granny. So Granville and Kale both played D last year. So lots of defensive awareness here. Durrani in. Durrani sends one through to Kale. Side of the net. Save. Kale can't get that one. Penny turns him over. Penny down low. Penny drives the net. Shot. Save. Behind the net for Kale. Kale pokes it along back for Braxton. Braxton ties him up. Tries the one-hand one to Durrani. Pulls it back in tight for Granville. Granville in the corner. Gets help from Penny. Penny swipes it up to Durrani. Durrani sends one through over the net. Into the corner. Lying in. Knocks it down at center ice. Kale saves this over to Penny. Penny rips it in deep. Forwards get a change. Granville backhands one along for Durrani. Durrani's got Kai through the middle. Oh, explodes off his backhand. Granville gets the change now, completes the forward switch. Puck comes out of the zone. Chips back in the zone now. Chips ahead for ball. Ball on his backhand. Walks in around the goalie. Oh, save. Trying to draw a call. Didn't get one there. The ref's letting the play. Puck through coast to seat. Coops picks this up. Backhand one along for Dylan. Dylan lets this go off the board. Takes a look. Dylan through the contact. Still with it. Over to Coops. Bounces off Costa stick. Costa reverses course. Evades one. To Kai. Kai through the hit. Tries to chip ahead to Dylan. Doesn't get all of it. Ball. That's going to be offside. Yep. He needed another foot to be able to cut in. Takes off, tied up. Dylan with the stick lift. Right here on the blue line. Dylan comes away with it. Tries to swipe it over to Fink. Gets to Fink, though, at the red line. Fink rips it in near side. Goes out about playing it. Leaves it behind the net. Tom with time behind the net. Cut off. Turned over. Kai shot saved and covered. Good look there from Kai. Ryder and Hartz come on. Ryan will stay out. Ryan, clean win to Fink. Fink at the blue line. Sends one. Doesn't make it through. Up out of play. Toysher, Adams, Hartz, Fink, Coops. Up down low. Comp with it. Hartz on the forecheck. One by Comp. Explodes off his stick. Adams down low for it. Ships it back in deep. Hartz gives chase with Adams. Hartz picks this up. Takes a look. Tied up. Comp with it. Moved up the wall. Ryan gives chase. Here comes a hit. Ryan and Coops combine for the hit. Turned over in the zone, though. Poked back by Ryan. Fink through the contact to Ryder. Ryder takes a look. Soft chip ahead for Hartz. Hartz in 1-on-2. Ryan joins the play. Hartz tries to slide one ahead for Ryan. Too far. Comp picks this up. And they got numbers the other way. Hits the skate of Adams. Down low. Comp comes back away with it now. Comp around the D. Icing arm is up and called. Takes off one to Fox. Batted along by Day. Turned over by Henning. Henning pokes it away, though. Down low. Top red line. Hits Andrew on the dumping attempt. Henning will pick this up with Lenny behind. Henny turns over behind the net. Gets help from Lenny. Henny and Lenny. Tom comes away with it in the slot. Knocked away. Oh, and Taya puts it right on Mason. Taya trying to dangle through. And Taya and Day off. Thornton and Granville on. as well as Dylan. Andrew and Lenny stay. 2:21 left, first period. Dylan into the take the draw. Dylan loses this. Comp on. Shot through, blocked up in the air, wide. Up down low, Dylan Granville on it. Granville through the middle, hits a skate. Andrew reverses with it. Andrew takes a look. Turnover behind that, gets help from Lenny. Lenny ahead for Granville. Granville chips ahead to Kale. Kale enters, he's got Dylan with him. Sends one that gets blocked wide. Andrew steps in though, avoids the hit. Kale cuts this off, sends one through down low off of Dylan's stick. Granville manhandles it though, gets to Dylan. Dylan to Kale. Fans on it. Puck down low. Comp escapes with it. Cut off by Duraney. Duraney through the contact. Drags it into the zone. He's got Granville with him. Duraney cuts to the middle. Shoots wide. Follows up his own miss. Moves in the corner. Picks it up himself. Duraney below the goal line with him. Takes a look up top. Hits Dylan. Dylan over to Langen. Langen goes wide. From the TPH logo. Sends one cross ice. Duraney in the slot. Shoots wide. Tie on it now. A lot of pressure here from Fox. Back to Duraney. Over to Dylan. Misses him. In the corner. Dylan can't get there. Comp rims it around. That might curve on Mason. Nope, that's going to be an icing. Oh, he just didn't get enough on it. Might lose my mind if he scored 2 goals in one game. Yeah. Kai, Ryan, Easton, Fink, Coops. Oh, yeah. Face off to Cop, off the glass, around Fink. Good cover by Ryan. To his own feet for Kai. Kai pulls it out of the zone, though. Kai takes a look over to Easton. Easton in front of the comp bench. Goes the brakes on. Tries to get one to Ryan and does. Ryan powers around. Here we go. Ryan delays. Can't find it. Comp ices this down. Ooh, right. Just couldn't get it off the ice. You give him, he usually buries that 9 out of 10 times. It's a good job by the goalie to wait him out. Same 5. Puck one ahead by Comp. Splits the D. Fink over to take it, though. Fink delays, sends this in deep. Icing's waved off, or rather offside's waved off. Puck rims around right to Ryan in front of the ref. Ryan tries to kick to himself, can't. Coops bails, cuts this off. Fink over, picks this up. Fink gets the red line, skates it in off. Oh, yep. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah. Yeah, right. Like, I can't do anything there. You don't see me. Andrew and Lenny out now. Oh, Fox is going to be thrown out of the dot here for a false start. Ryan thrown out. Easton in to take the draw. Comp wins this. D to D. And back. Tie in. Chipped around him. Andrew with a stick lift. Puck comes to Easton. 8 seconds left in the period. Easton throws the brakes on. He's got Ryan. Sees him. Oh, off of Ryan's stick. Ryan to Kai. Chipped away. That'll do it for the first period. Fox takes a 1-0 lead into intermission. Thorrington from Penny. Puck down low. Yeah, right. Puck down low with Comp now. Comp with it. In on Lenny. Lenny turns him over. That's going to be offside. Yep. Grochoff with the draw to Lenny. Back to Andrew. Andrew around one. Cuts through the middle. Andrew's got Penny and Hartz with him. Drops it to Hartz. Drives the net. Hartz slides one up for Lenny. Lenny bats this around, hits the ref skate. Penny ties him up in the corner. Penny gets help from Hartz. Hartz drags it along. Hartz, far corner with it. Gets help from Adams. Adams tucks this into the board, takes a hit. Top with it, D-side now. Going behind the net. Through the middle. Gets around, comes right to Lenny. Oh, bats it right to Comp, though. 3-on-2 Comp. Lenny out. Shot. Mason makes his first save of the game. Puck down low for Hartz. Hartz with time. He moves it ahead to Langen. Langen explodes out with Adams. Adams, or rather Langen, powers around, poked away. Langen puts it back up, though. Takes a look. Passed around up to Durrani. One-timer save. Kai with it. Chips this in deep. Comp with time. Durrani steps up, chips through the middle, ball on it. Ball turned over. One-on-one on Langen. Langen sends him wide. Mason save, loose. That's in the back of the net. Turnover by Fox leads to a goal the other way. Easton, Dylan, Kai, Parker, Jack. Face off one by Comp. Comp with some new energy to start this period. Dylan with the hit. Puts a stick in the bench. Langen on it. Langen over to Kai. Kai chipped ahead. Chips to Dill. Dylan knocked off that. Comp rims it in deep. Mason out to play. Mason sets this up for Parker. Parker around the end. Cuts through the middle. We're going to get a whistle here. Mason exits the net. Fox rimmed it around by Cox. Dylan on it. Dylan chips ahead for ball. Ball through the middle. Hits Kai. Kai's got Parker and Ryan. Kai around. Backhander save. Fox to the power play here. No power play lines here for Fox. They're just going to roll right through. Had a almost full practice the other day with the 09s working on power play and penalty kill. So we're going to start with Ryan, Jake, Liam, Costa, Jack, Fink. 3 Jacks on the team this year: Langen, Fink, and Granville. So I'll often refer to them by their last name. Ryan and big drop. Face off tied up. Jake in. Ryan kicks up top for Fink. Fink walks the line over to Coops. Coops from the BC logo. Down low, moves up top to Jack. Jack over to Ryan. Ryan with a little bit of room. Back door, doesn't connect. Ryan will pick this up. 2-minute power plays again this year. Up top to Fink. Fink sends one through. Tip just wide by Day. Day behind the net with it. Day backhanded along. Comp takes this away. Coops cuts it off. Coops evades one. Day switches with him. Day, top of the circle, sends one that's blocked by Comp. That is ice down. Again, no icing on this now. Mason picks this up. Fink behind the net with it. Fink takes a look. Drops it for Ryan. Ryan, forwards change. You got Granville and Thornton out there now with Ryan. Ryan in. Up top for Krochok. Krochok over to nobody. Down to Fink now. Down low for Kale. Kale back for Fink. Off of Fink's stick. Ryan, Comp, ice down. Mason way out to play it. Mason backhands one along for Granville. Granville takes a look. Back behind the net for Fink. Fink skates it out. Drops it to Andrew. Andrew through the middle. Oh, Fink was getting a change. Puck comes to Lenny. Lenny enters the zone. To Penny. Penny tries to drag one through camp. Camp ices this down. Martin on play it. To Lenny. Oh, through his feet. Penny picks it up. Penny on it. Takes a look at the clock. Heads up the middle. Penny in. Tries to drop for Kale and does. Kale rims this around for Langen. Langen will pick this up. Dropped. Turned over. Lenny in on a 2-on-1. Through the middle, doesn't connect. Poked away. Nope, Comp's still on it. Shot through. Oh, it hits off of Lenny's back and goes over the net. Lenny behind the net with it. Chips ahead to Granville. Doesn't get there. No, he does. Puck in the corner. Penny. They have 2 more skaters this year. Yep. Kale can't get there. Penny does, though. Rips it in deep. Off the boards. So icing is on and calm. So Fox with their first power play of the season. You can definitely tell you got some kids playing on the power play that don't normally, my son included. Come up empty-handed.
So, but at least now it's a better pace.
Legfield, Adams, Parts, Coops, Fink. Not sure what's going on. One of the comp players has to come off. Maybe something with his equipment. Dylan hides his draw up. Tom takes it deep side. Adams pins him. Turned over, though. Not to, rather. Get through the middle. Dylan on the back check. Fink rubs him off the puck. Puck in deep for Coops. Coops backhands to Dill. Fink on it. Dylan calling for it. Fink. Turned over. Dylan gathers down low. Shot. Mason. Loose. Coops. Can't get it out. Comes right to Dill. Dylan off the glass. Chipped ahead by Adams. Comp with it. 1-on-1. Through the middle. Coops. Keeps this in the zone. Spins it in deep. Goalie up to play. Nope. Doesn't play. Comp picks this up. Through the middle. Langen gets a stick on this. Cuts it off with the red line. Through the middle. Hartz chips it ahead. Right to Comp. Comp. Kicked away. Langen on it. Down low. Dylan. Up top to Langen. Langen walks the blue line. Langen cut off by Lakefield. Dylan turns, bottom of the circle, shoots. That's chipped up into the net.
Whatever, 2010?
They're all 2010 birth year. Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, most of them are 15. I think there's one 14-year-old.
Okay, 14.
Yeah. They all, yeah. Ryan, Kai, Easton, Parker, Jack. Parker steps, turned over to Comp, through the middle, gets around Langen. Mason with the save. Langen picks this up. Langen off the board for Easton. Easton through the middle, doesn't connect. Comp with it. That's offsides. So this year, though, if he would have just thrown that puck in, it's perfectly fine. It's NHL rules now. Yep. As long as he doesn't carry it over in the blue line. Yeah. Speed's, yeah, exactly. And it's an actual play, right? Like, puck, face off one by Comp, puck goes all the way deep on net. Goalie plays it to the deep. He off the boards, chips through the middle. Ryan will take that away. Ryan tosses one to Langen. Langen bats it out of air, throws it through the middle. Doesn't hit Kai's skate. We're upset. Or iced. Liam and Jake over the boards now, as is Penny, Lenny, and Andrew. Andrew is taking off the ice. Net guard, maybe? It is a net guard. So Parker comes back on. And Taya pokes this away. Durrani down low for Lenny. Lenny back into along for Day. Takes a look. Turned over. Comp on it. Comp sends one softly through Mason with the cover. Oh, he was going to play it along. New group out for Fox. Dylan, centering Kale, and Jack Granville with Prochalk and Lenny. Dylan wins this to Lenny. Lenny behind the net. He's got Granville. Granville fans on it, trying to get it to Kale. Gets it out of the zone, though. Kale with the hit. Frees that up. Down leap for Dylan now. Through the middle. Lenny with the hit. Frees it up for Jack. Granville on it. Takes a look. Fans on it again. Oh, no. Down low. Lenny with the help. Lenny rims it up top. Gets through the middle. Kale pokes this ahead. Kale with it. Takes a look. Centers one for Granville on his backhand. Goes down. In on Andrew. Andrew chips this along. No, he doesn't. Comp with it. Side of the net. Mason, big save. Granville on it. He's got Crochalk and Thornton. Can't get to it, though. Turnover down low. Comp centers one. Nobody home. Kale steps out for it. Shot wide. Mason sees this. Crochalk on it. Turned over. Down low. Mason with the save. Still down low. Lakefield on it. Turned over behind the net. Coops kicks it along to himself. Throws one through the middle. Kale gets a stick on this. Ice. And we're going to get an ice cut now. He's not quite sure what he's doing down in the offensive zone. Ice cut, yep. Yeah, some of them like to do it halfway through the second, the first whistle around 8-9 minutes, and then some of them like to do it to start the third.
They do, yeah. They have to. Like, it's so bad.
I can see.
You look at the snow in front of the benches. Like, oh yeah, public service.
I'm finally get out.
Yeah, that's it. It's about the one day. I'm back around from dinner one. Go Saturday. I think, yeah. Just looking over dog. Yeah. I ain't heard either here. Either. I think the band just got back. Yeah. I don't have to. She wants to get out of the condo.
Does she?
It's all there. So, it's love for you.
I would like to drive.
Yeah, that time. Let's get here around the back. So, right, still working. All that wants to hard town. Yeah. We've got to work out. That's yeah, we put a lot of time in together. Still, that didn't help. That's what they do. I sprayed it. This one, oh, right now they're back up in the mold. I can go. Now more. It's going on. Once it rains on the water, it's raining on top. So 4 years, yeah. They have Boston to do. And heard of it. So I'm like, but it happens, and it's only looks on the past. I need to get rid of it. And you have it. Right. It's only like 3 big patches. I guess spread 160 pounds of food in like 2 days. Yeah, I can cook out. It's that much patching. Well, I'm overseeing that. This is so the berries that look really green like that. But out in the back where the 2 big trees long working, it's a beautiful grass. Stripes up nice and big. The shrubs all back. Pretty big, but I got some other animals coming on. Starting down a bit. Yes, I I'm usually there. So, I mean, they'll be all right. They'll come back. I might even be that children. Parents all them stone. Oh, it's good. You probably got the front line. Half that. It's a lot of shit. I need to work in the basement though. I need to better show them inspector and punch them. When does he want that? 30 days? No, he didn't say nothing. I said, don't want to get anything. Hey, I'm a slow. Don't. Yeah. Sorry, I got all the blocks up there. Down in the basement, we got that 156-foot wall. Got that block. Oh, I got those all done. And then I got the insulation over there. Just put that walls. They're all around here. I only bought half. Stick it. Feel out. Stick it. Now, do you still stuck that? They just put that up. Yeah, but it's a right. It's not just starting. And then about field out this strip and like about the temperance goes outside because that's too much so thick. Yeah. And that's put it by the way. It'd still be enough inflation. I'm gonna wait and do our budget and we got this down class. Someone can say that whole budget. Yeah. Yeah, we can put all the other companies in there now. We got direct TV and go now. Everything's I know nobody comes on. Like direct TV used to be a dish outside. Different receivers. What she said, it's all it's a little thing about that big, but just a little big picture back to TV. And then you connect that to your router, you wireless routers for internet. You do the work fine. It does now though. We got I went to Verizon finally. So I went to Verizon T-Mobile for cheaper, but nobody can find their anything. So it's like they tell you it's not working. So we wanted to get or we did get on a hospital. That's see that. I think it's okay. Oh, well, that's one thing. I said, okay. So, Jim Cook got a call. It's all good. They're like, okay, if you tracking number, it's the FedEx. You're saying you're going to need the contact. Contact FedEx. Fine, it's just, like that was zero. Drop it out. Say, what? Because that one it's going to mess with my phone. You're going to be starting putting it on for pulling 120 on your account for next month. I said, "Fuck, call them." Before they do start, all they did, but we got a credit card back too. I told them like that. I think they got it. They got it. Well, something's going on. We're just going to leave that 5, 6. What about the next one? Oh, yes, we see. I just found. Don't worry. We're sorry, man. Yeah. So then we go and get a hold of. Oh, we called that TV to hear after that. That TV with internet. I was so excused that when the when Tim got off punches, that's what everything. That's crazy. Very easy to set up. Work great. Get to it's for the first year, and then it goes to everything. Staff. So they're going hard. We hooked it up on Saturday, Tuesday night, and they got home for dinner after we went to the pool place in Wayne. I think it was all right. By the time, oh, it's a week, 4 days. So we looked to buy a physical. Just that's what we use. Just put us up to the unlimited package. Sure. We don't have to. Oh, Jam is like, well, keep put this up to something. Just so we have something tonight. It's just because we're done. Yeah. And so the next day, I went back. I went back to where I'm like, look, we definitely live with this problem. I don't know why you can't get people off our street. It doesn't work there. If it works there, it's going to work. And the guy was, it only took 30 games for him to score for you.